you. So, if you are a Doc Martin fan, like us, then you may well recognise the house behind us. Oh yes, that's right, that is the one and only GP surgery that the man himself, Martin and Louisa, uses in the TV series on ITV. You see, we've come to Port Wenn. That's actually the fictional name. The real place is actually Port Isaac. So technically we've come to Port Isaac. Show you around. Show you all the best bits from Doc Martin. Come with us. So we've decided to actually start here on the hill outside Doc Martin's house, and then we'll work our way down into the rest of Port Wenn, or Port Isaac. Yes, that's the house. And looking down, we've got Bert Large's place down there and everything. And the harbour, as you can see, the tide is out at the moment. And the place is up for sale as well, believe it or not. Yeah. So you will have seen Doc Martin running down this hill many a times, most probably, including past Bert Large's restaurant, or the restaurant that he did have, because in a more recent series they did actually sell up and get a pub, which we'll show you a bit later on, because yes, of course, that's here as well. It's looking a little bit run down, not gonna lie, but this was the large restaurant. So believe it or not, these are actually some of the paintings from Doc Martin. Look at that. That's pretty dang impressive. Good. It's really cool as well. So, at the bottom of the hill now, just there is a sign for public conveniences. Where is it? There is it. That has actually made an appearance in Doc Martin a few times. And if we come just over here, we have the chemist. We have Port Wenn chemist, where Mrs. Tishel does her stuff. In fact, it even says Port Wenn chemist in the window. I'm not sure how well you can see that. But believe it or not, it does a whole bunch of confectionery items now. So of course we're going to go in there, maybe get a few things. Across the way, some kind of eatery type place. It's actually called the Slipway. Slipway like restaurant. And Doc Martin said a few meals al fresco there as well. Very nice. Anyway, let's head into Mrs. Tishel's chemist. So we've come away from the main hustle and bustle. See if we can find Ruth's house. I don't think it's here. I mean, they'll more than likely they use a variety of different filming locations. Thought it might have been up here. Doc Martin has definitely driven up and down this road before, 100%. Yeah, don't think we're going to find Ruth's place. And as for Martin's other aunt, Joan, God knows where her farm is. We're never going to find that. Trust me, that's probably on the other side of Cornwall. Anyway, we're just snacking on some fudge which we got from Mrs. Tishel's chemist.
Because it's very obviously nice not a chemist, they don't sell fudge in the chemist.
No, obviously they don't sell fudge in the chemist, but it's the building that's used for Port Wenn chemist.
Very nice too.
It is. It is. I don't feel like I've really got a lot though, because I've only got like half a dozen pieces, but because they cut them slightly differently, it's not little cubes, it's much
it's only
bigger.
weight, isn't it? So yeah, larger chunks.
I can't believe you only got me 100 grams. Ain't going to last me very long.
Well, we'll have to go get some from somewhere else, won't we?
Nah, you got to get fudge from Mrs. Tishel's place. It's the only way to do it. God, my arm's aching. I've got the whole setup with the camcorder today. Got lens hood, microphone, which I always have to be fair. I've always got the microphone. I've got a lens hood on today, and I've also got the frame on as well. So yeah. So as you can probably tell, it's quite a bit quieter up here, isn't it? Yeah, we're off of the main drag. God, it's so busy there. I mean, you wouldn't have thought that a little historic fishing village could be so busy, but I mean, if it's the place of like a famous filming location, I mean, Doc Martin's series has been going what, 18 years? I think I read somewhere.
Quite a while, haven't they? Because they've just the last series ever is being aired in the autumn.
Yeah. So it. Yeah. Carriage house. Where is it? There it is. But yeah, last ever series of Doc Martin's coming out this autumn. You know, we watched the most recent episode. What was it? Was it Tuesday night where Louisa tells Martin that she's pregnant again, and Martin tells Louisa that he quits as a GP, and oh god.
So what's in store for the next series?
Indeed. I mean, Doug's already looked up various different spoiler alerts, but we won't reveal them in this.
No.
Even though he has told us.
Well, he might have told you, he ain't told me,
Oh,
so
he's told me.
I don't want to know.
I know exactly what's happening in the next series,
don't tell me,
unfortunately. I don't want to know, but it's a bit bloody late. Next up we have the lifeboat station, which is actually a lifeboat station. I don't suppose you could really use it for anything else, could you? Yes, lifeboat station there. And you've got the harbour behind us. Like I did mention earlier, the tide is out at the moment, but yeah, look at that. Port Wenn's harbour. Well, Port Isaac's harbour. Same thing.
Yes.
So, not a Doug Martin feature, or scene, but nevertheless, it is quite cool, isn't it? The oldest building in Port Isaac. Wow. So now, what is it? It's a fish kitchen.
Yeah. An eatery.
So we've got another Doug Martin reference there. Don't know how well it's picking it up on it. Oh no, you can just about see it. Crab and lobster. Then that's looking out towards the harbour. And then we've got Doug Martin's house up there, and that just there is Bert Larger's restaurant. So here we are on the, well, can you call it a beach really?
It is a beach. Not every beach
Yeah.
has sand on.
What is technically a beach. Up there is Doug Martin's place, got Bert Larger's restaurant. You can see it all from down here. And where we are heading to is to Harbour Wall. We're going to go and have a wee look on the Harbour Wall, because there's a scene where some woman falls off and like breaks her neck or something, and Doug Martin comes to the rescue, as per usual. In fact, I think it was over there. Yeah, it was over there that some deranged headmaster at the primary school, where he brought the kids down to the rock pools and made them like sweep it or something and polish it. In fact, I think it's there that Doug Martin and Louisa and James Henry, their kid, I think that's where them three had a picnic in one episode as well. God, it's all coming back to me. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You've got to watch out for these seagulls, though. They're lethal. Really lethal. So, here we are, at the edge of the world. Look at what it feels like, yeah. Massive cliff face over there. This, which would have been an old beacon for lighting up the entrance to the harbour, which is just down there. Sorry, I'm being very careful because I really hate heights. It doesn't look that high from down there, but my god, do you feel it up here. Oh, no, you got someone paddleboarding out there. Are they brave or stupid? Because there's a fine line. God, it could be anywhere here. It could be anywhere in the world. The water is so clear. I mean, I get that the tide's out, but even so, it's incredible. Look at that. Wow. It's amazing up here, it really, really is. Doug Martin's house, where is it? It's just there. Bert Larger's place. Lifeboat station. The chemist is just round there. Mum is all the way down there. She didn't want to come up here. Mind you, not that I blame her. I mean, look at that. It was a tad bit fun trying to get up the ladder with a camcorder. Fully kitted out camcorder, may I add. But wow. Believe it may well be music montage time. absolutely incredible up there. It really,
There's no way I could do that with these shoes on.
Oh God, no.
You know.
I mean, it was. I suddenly got to the ladder. Duncan had already gone down, and I thought, how am I supposed to get down while holding a great big camcorder?
I was watching that bit, yeah. Came up and took your camera.
But yeah, so Duncan went up a couple of steps, took this, and then I came down and taken it back.
Good stuff.
Amazing, he managed to get up with the camera, but he couldn't get down with the camera.
Yeah, but I find it a lot easier to go up than down.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But
well, you don't like heights, do you? So that's the thing, isn't it?
I hated going down the ladder, let alone with a camcorder as well. So
well, that's good for you, because I mean, you know, it's a bit of personal courage there as well, isn't it?
I hated it though when like people were walking along that bit, so you had to walk
on
right on the edge, on the outside. Yeah. Oh God,
can't do that.
no.
Just reminded me a bit of York.
Oh,
the
walking
wall.
around the wall when there's no barrier on the other side.
Yeah, but I think that wall was a lot higher.
And that's a definitely bum twitchy job, that is. But actually, I didn't find that bum twitchy.
On that note, I'm just going to plug the Yorkshire holiday series, pop-out banner. Very nice rib over there as well. Very nice. I think that does trips out actually. So where was it that we went that
Land's End.
had a...
Land's End.
Yeah, there was a rib like that at Land's End, but there was...
Ilfracombe as well.
This one's really big.
Ilfracombe, yeah. There was a... No, was it that? Yes, it was there.
Lynmouth, but that wasn't a trip one, was it?
No, I'm talking about trip ones.
Alright, it wasn't,
Yes. But what was the other combe that we went to?
Woolacombe.
No, it wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
It was definitely Ilfracombe. Not Ilfracombe, like he almost made me say on video. We found ourselves in Ilfracombe.
Ilfracombe.
Oh, I thought you two were just saying that just...
No, it's actually Ilfracombe.
Ilfracombe.
It's actually called Ilfracombe.
So you...
Yes.
We should have let him just carry on going.
You shouldn't. So hang on, how do you... So I think it was in the previous video where we got a little something from, what was it, Land's End, I think? No, that was the lizard.
Lizard.
Got a little bit from the lizard.
This is a little bit from Port Wenn beach.
Yes.
Just down there.
Very nice. So that's this place, well, one of this place's many claims to fame.
Absolutely.
3TV got a bit of rock from the meat.
This is going to be so full of rock. Random bits of rock all around the house.
That's only our fourth bit though.
A few moments later.
Sea Fury, good beer. And Sharps Atlantic. And Sharps Doom Bar, isn't it? Doom Bar.
Why are you plugging alcohol in our video?
It's a good Cornish beer.
So we're now leaving the harbour behind us, back on the main drag. We're going to be heading up this little street. So here we are outside Tuck Pub. Don't recognise it? If I tell you that this was the Crab and Lobster in Doc Martin, yeah, now that might ring a few bells. It's actually called the Golden Lion in real life, but it does St Austell Ale, so Doc's happy. But yeah, this is Crab and Lobster.
It's good.
Where the largest
First
work.
world diamond with harbour.
In fact, I think if we head just round the corner, you'll be able to see the little seating type area that they've got out the back.
Very nice.
Let's head up here. There ye are. That's the little outdoor seat bit that they've got. But they definitely do change the pub around quite a bit when they're filming. Not that they're going to be filming anymore because the last series is done.
Sad face. I suppose there's only so many you can do.
True.
It comes to a natural end.
Plus, I mean, Martin is getting on a bit, to be fair. I guess.
So now that we've been here a little while, does it feel a bit more familiar from the TV series?
Because this is right in the hole, because it's extended so far out. Like, you can't see it from here, but if you stand over there, then you can see all the new houses on top of the hills that they don't actually put in there, because they're new. But I suppose if you get a place that's quite famous, it is going to be extended out.
Exactly. Well, it's not just places that are famous everywhere.
Well, everywhere's
extending out now.
Christ, Mum, what the...
I don't know what kind of...
She's got these flipping shoes on again. She nearly face-planted
I'm always
3
nearly
times the last
face-planted.
time she wore these down things, but...
Never mind. I didn't even fall on anything then. I just kind of wobbled a bit.
That's why she didn't actually come up on the harbour wall,
Yeah,
because she's
there was
wearing
no
these
way I
silly
was
shoes.
getting up there with these shoes, so I just stood down the bottom.
Silly bugger bringing the car down here. Right, so now you find us standing in what was the playground for the primary school. That right there was the school, and believe it or not, it actually used to be a school as well. That's the other thing. As well as being a school for filming here, it did actually used to be a school. So now it's a hotel, bar and restaurant. Oh yeah, and that's where the pop-up nursery was built in later times. Or more recent series, should I say, that's a better way of putting it. But they always crop this building out of it. Believe it or not, there's actually another building here, but they always manage to crop it out when filming. And I'm sure, or we reckon at least, that the gate would be somewhere along there. Not actually right at the end, because that's the only way that they'd actually be able to crop that building out, is by having the gate a little bit further in. But yeah, it's a really cool place, isn't it? Didn't someone get stuck on the roof at some point? I think someone got stuck on the roof and Martin and Penhale had to... Yeah, I'm sure that was the school roof where... yeah, where Martin and Penhale had to get someone off of the roof. I'm sure that was here at the school.
I remember a roof, but I didn't think it was the school.
I'm sure it was the school. Oh yeah, and then when they had the neighbouring villages, like with their little rowing race.
Oh yes.
Penhale was commentating from about here-ish. You can see the harbour out there. So there was a geezer standing there in the car park, like, sounds a bit dodgy. He knows all about the history of this place and what he was talking about how the school, I think, used to be a hospital during World War I. And he also said that the actor who plays Al Large loves Port Isaac so much that he moved here, believe it or not. I don't know whether he still lives in that, I'm guessing he does, but didn't hear that much. But yeah, the person who plays Al Large loves this place so much.
Couldn't
Moved
understand
it.
it.
True.
Can understand it. It's a lovely place.
It really is. This is a bit more of the old school as well. Because I'm sure there's a couple of scenes where, when Louisa was still working here, that is, she walked out of there, upstairs and round with the kids, although obviously that truck weren't there. And we reckon that this could have been like a shop.
That one there's the shop.
That one there.
The convenience store that Bert and the lady at Sweet on him. That's their shop.
Oh right.
On the side of the road. If you remember from the series, on the side of the road as you go up the hill.
Yeah.
That's it there, I think.
So that there, number 25, is what I reckon was Louisa's house when her and Martin lived apart. I'm sure that house there, number 25, I'm sure that was where Louisa used to live. In fact, even there was someone that went inside just as I was about to start filming. And I recognise the interior as well, so that's got to be her place. Got a bit more fudge.
Yeah.
Good, so have I. It's really nice fudge. I've got Cloying cream. I always go for the basic one, but it's always the best in my opinion. Are we going up to Port Wenn Point?
I don't know.
There's a place on Google Maps called Port Wenn Point that's where I'm pointing. Let's go down here. I also saw that sign on Google Maps. So I had a look on Google Maps this morning, first thing, to see, you know, whether the place looked a lot like Port Wenn or whether Port Isaac was nothing like it. I must admit, when we're first walking into the place, it looked nothing like Port Wenn, but we're getting there.
You've got to get your bearings, haven't you?
Yes. I mean, we are coming away from the main oldie worldy type bit. you know, past this row of houses, it's all new builds. And anyway, there's to harbour. We went right to the end there. You can see the tide's coming in. That's looking out to sea. Yeah, very nice. So this is supposedly Port Wenn Point. It's not quite what I was anticipating. You see, I thought it was a particular point along this path where they did all the photos, looking in through the harbour walls and into Port Isaac, like the harbour bit. If I show you around here, then you can see that, yeah, you can only just see the harbour walls, so, yeah. Oh well, Google Maps lies, I guess, or Google lies at least. But nevertheless, it's absolutely stunning looking out to sea. Beautiful coastline and Port, oh God, what was it? Port Wenn, probably just in there. So you may well just be able to see Doc Martin's house just there. As we come up this hill, away from the main drag. This is kind of like all the stuff that you don't get seen. This is like, well, I don't think all of it's new builds, but a lot of this stuff isn't really in the main part. So you got a house there, named Nonna. It's got to be after the Nonna that's the receptionist at Doc Martin. Might be.
Who knows? Well, they might have named her, the character, after the house.
Yeah, good point.
Could be the right.
Yeah. Well,
Had to have a pasta, proper Cornish, in Port Wenn. It had to happen. Got my latte, so alright, I'm sorted. But I had to have a proper pasta. Look. There's stuff in there. So I had to have a proper pasta in Port Wenn. So, cheers, Doc Martin.
fair enough. We've just gone simple, haven't we?
Oh yeah,
You
well
got-
I am simple, so cruising for a bruising.
It's just a simple
I'll leave you two to it. So, this is us now leaving Port Isaac behind us. You can just about see the remnants of the old bit behind us there, but this really is all new stuff that has been pushed out in the last 18 years since Doc Martin's been going. Right, there you are then. And there's Doc Martin's house. This is the poster for it up for sale. Wow. Got QR code there, which in fact Mum has just scanned, so we're going to have a wee look at that. Heard someone else talking about it. Apparently it's like 1.15 mil for that. Ooh. But there's a heck of a lot of money here. Look at all of these. Hey, look at that. That's going to be several million, that is. Flipping
I don't think I've got a signal, I think that's my problem.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to copy it and save it to me clipboard.
Right. But yeah, there you have it. Doc Martin's house up for sale. If you've got at least 1.15 mil to spare, you could have that. So you can see on here just how big Port Isaac has actually got. It's getting really big now, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Yeah. So this is pretty much the final bit in Port Isaac. We're ending off with that very nice sign there. That's actually a really cool sign, that, isn't it? I'm having to watch where I'm going, mind you, because it's like Dog Dookie Central through here. Yeah. Yes, that was Port Isaac. More commonly known as Port Wenn on the ITV series Doc Martin. Yeah, Port Isaac. Now, at this point, you probably expected me to end off the video. However, we've got one other filming location, one other Doc Martin filming location, may I add, to show you. See, the cottage that we're staying at is somewhere in between Polyphant and Ultranon, and the latter has a church which they used for Martin and Louisa's wedding, believe it or not. Yeah. Now we didn't straight away recognise it, but there's like a poster in there with a whole bunch of pictures, some some with actually like snippets of the episode, and some pictures of them when they were actually filming it. Now you'll notice that my voice is getting a bit quieter. There's nobody else in here. It's a church. It's a very old church. You just feel like you got to be quiet, don't you? Anyway, look at this. Don't mind Series 11. The dog's wedding.
Series 6, doesn't that say?
That's what I said. Okay. Said Series 6, totally. Totally said that. So you got series, I don't know how good that's better. Serious ones such as that. And you've got other ones there. And
That's a lovely one where they're laughing.
Oh, that is. It looks a bit weird laughing, mind you, because you don't normally see, like, the dog actually laughing. But, of course, Martin Clunes is completely different to the character Martin Elegant.
Yeah, because he started out in comedy.
Fair enough. Anyway, so this is actually the church itself. Now, it's a beautiful old church. It's this 1684, I think it was built. Yeah.
St. Nonna's.
Got this. What's the name of this again? Anyone? Font, right. Sorry, I'm really not a holy person. And we have made a donation, by the way, of course. Yeah. And this is the aisle walking up here. Now, to me, this doesn't look right, because I don't remember any of that being there. I just remember there being like a raised bit, and all the pews facing this way. And by the way, as you can tell, these are original. Or near as damn it. They look incredible. Yes, Mrs. Tishel's playing the organ over there. See, again, I don't remember this bit. The what?
That's the pulpit.
It's a good job you used to be very heavily involved in the church, because I ain't got a clue what I'm saying or doing. God, look at the ceiling. Wow. Yeah. Starts looking back. Wow. Big old organ. Carpeted stairs. That isn't an old one at all.
No.
In fact, looking at that feature there, perhaps it was in there, the old oak, because they might have been able to shut this area off. No, it does look very impressive, mind you. God, look at all of these. Wow. I shan't read that out, because I don't know what it says, but, yeah.
Up into the
Chapel?
altars.
Okay, would you call this a chapel, or?
I wouldn't call it.
Okay.
Stone, isn't it? It's got a kind of twinkle in it as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Got the, what would you call it, the bell tower?
Yes, that's probably where the bell is down there.
Yeah. That area, that's shut off, mind, but, yeah. So we've just spotted here, got loads of cords, loads of bell cords, look at that. There's loads of them. Yeah, you can't actually get in here, but, God, there must be loads of bells in there. Yeah. Oh, really isn't showing up too well on the camcorder, is it? So we've just found this book that's got loads of different entries from people all over, like for example, that one there, you got people from Holland there. So I've just put a Abbey entry in there. There we are. Of course I've put the channel in there, Family 3 TV, subscribe. Speak of which, if you haven't, so yeah, subscribed, and yet you're watching this, please do subscribe. Cheers. Yeah, that just basically says a beautiful church. Great to see yet another Doc Martin filming location. We're going to promote the place, which of course we are at the moment. But yeah, Family 3 TV. So don't forget, people, look at that. I'll get a few more subscribers out of it. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? But yeah, why not, eh? Why not? So I just need to quickly show you the lock round here. So I just need to show you the lock. Look at the size of this panel and that key that goes into there. That's huge. And then look at what actually comes out. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's bigger than your standard, you know, bigger than your standard lock bolt. But even so, like, that bolt is tiny in comparison to this massive panel and huge key slot.
8 bells. There you go, 8 bells in the tower ringing in the key of F sharp. The original bells were cast in 1736 and recast in 1923, and the biggest bell, the tenor, weighs well over half a stone. Half a ton, yes. Did I say half a stone?
Yes, you did.
Sorry, half a ton.
Check out the bell tower. What did you just say?
I don't know. What did I just say?
It'd be incredible to hear them ring out.
Yes, yes. It would be incredible to hear them ring. Oh, sorry. It comes out
5
my mouth.
seconds.
Yeah, but
5 blooming
I've got
seconds.
the memory span of a goldfish, you know that.
But anyway, nevertheless, that's one impressive bell tower. So you've even got a oldie-worldy type shed for this place. That guttering system's going to be... Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's actually kind of tile type stuff, that is, but yeah. Are they metal downpipes? Yes, metal downpipes and all. God, this place is great. Really, really well worth a visit here. If nothing else, just to see the little entry that we put in their book. And honestly, in several years' time, when we're proper pucker famous YouTubers, you know, you'll have loads of people coming down here, flocking here to come and see our entry, won't you?
Quiet.
It is, isn't it?
It is. It's got a bit of bird song.
Like.
Comment.
Subscribe.
Bye.